Hello, I'm Kenny, and I'm with youcanbeprepared.com. You can also check me out on In Plain View. Starting with the letter S in survival is size up the situation. Our situation today is all the paid conveniences are gone. That's your gas, water, and electric. There has just been a major snowstorm. The heavy wet snow on the power lines has knocked out the transformers, so now we're without heat, light, and warmth within the house. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to make a simple fire in a fireplace that is going to be most useful to you and your family for all your cooking needs. You want to have some good hard pine or really good hard wood. I've taken a simple axe and split down some very large pieces of wood till I got to a part that is going to make it sensible and easy. You want to use the smallest kindling. So you want to just place it right on the edge, raise it, and tap into it. You want to strike off pieces. In order to make fire, you need three elements. You need heat, fuel, and oxygen. If you eliminate one of the three elements, you do not have fire. This is just the remnants of what's fallen off the wood from splitting it. This fine soot and dust from the pine itself is highly flammable, and this is some of the smallest kindling you want to use when making a fire. This is to simulate one of several fires that you can build. This is a very simple model of what a teepee fire would look like. You're going to add more on the sides. You're going to want an open area on the bottom where you're going to use your smaller kindling to stack up. And a really good way to get a fire going or start a fire is when you have a thin piece of wood like that. Just take any small pocket knife and you want to start curling back the wood to make it look like a Christmas tree or a branch effect. So that's all you want to do is take, and that's going to flare up by simply lighting that up. See how easily this starts to flame up? Then what you're going to do is you're going to take that down, add it to your kindling that you have. You're going to add more logs. These teepee fires are great for making signals. They're also great if you need to create a lot of heat in a hurry to have ash so you can cook or boil to purify your water. What we're now making is what's called the log cabin fire. And you're simply stacking them up. You see that I have some of the bark facing inward because it's more flammable than the flat pieces of wood itself. You want to again start with your small kindling in the center and then top it off once you're going to get your fire going and lay your top logs across. The next one that we're going to build here is a pyramid fire. Actually start out with the base like you do for your log cabin. You just want to start building it in. It's almost going to look like a flat-lying teepee fire. And you're constantly building it upward and bringing your wood inward to create your pyramid effect. Our next fire that we're going to make is one of my favorites, especially when I'm out in the wilderness. It's called the star fire. This is a long burning fire. It burns slow. And you're simply going to start out with your small kindling. Now imagine that you have at least 3-inch to 6-inch possible round pine or aspen or anything that you're using out there in the wilderness. You just want to set this up in a star form. You're going to light that in the center, and you want it raised. You can also take, to make sure it's going to stay off the ground so it burns, is put another log underneath. It's going to burn from the inside out. And if you're sleeping next to the fire on the ground or you're sleeping in your lean-to, as it starts to diminish, your body temperature is going to change and you will wake up in just enough time to take and push that log into the center. Simply unlock your restrictive viewpoints into a visual awareness of life.